Hey, how's it going everyone? Happy New Year, and I hope you're doing well and managed to enjoy a nice holiday break. The Nintendo Switch is full to the brim with games. Every week there are over 300 games on sale at any one time, and that's where we come in. I'm James Amero, and every Sunday we go bargain hunting to help uncover the eShop deals worth picking up. If you've got January blues, then what better way to treat yourself than finding a nice bargain? Before we begin, we want to take a quick moment to thank our sponsor of this video, which is the great game Hypercharge Unboxed. If you haven't had the chance to play it yet, then this is an FPS game with tower defense elements thrown in that really adds a strategic element and makes this a unique experience. What's great is that it's nice and easy to hook up with your friends online or play together locally. For me, this is an awesome trip down memory lane, taking you back to your childhood, playing with green soldiers and making fantastical battles in your bedroom. Now, let's jump in and take a look at these deals. Kicking things off this week with my pick of the week, XCOM 2 is one of the best strategy games ever in my opinion, so I was very happy to get my hands on it, and it doesn't disappoint. This is a tactical turn-based sci-fi epic that sees you fighting off aliens that overtook our home planet after the first game. The countless options, story, and challenging gameplay make this a must-have. In fact, it featured heavily in our top Switch games of 2020 list, so with a massive 60% off now is the time to buy. Juan Jordan, what are your picks this week?
Thank you very much, James. Happy New Year, everybody. Let's hope for a fantastic 2021. My pick this week is Dragon Quest XI. I love this on the Nintendo Switch. I would suggest that, if you're new to JRPGs, then try out the demo first. This will give you a flavor of what you can look forward to in this game. It's massive. It's going to give you over 100 hours of gameplay easy. The story is nice and easy to follow, and the combat for those casuals out there is quite easy to get into and learn as well. I really love this game from beginning to end. I play it in chunks because it does take a long time to sort of finish, but it's just one that I thought that with 50% off, this is a great recommendation. Sorry to our USA friends, it's not on sale this week, but it'll probably go on sale the week after, so keep a lookout for that. It is 50% off, as I said, in Europe and in the UK right now. So that's my pick. Take care, everybody, and we'll see you next week.
Hey guys, Jordan here with my bargain of the week. I'm gonna go for an RPG classic, Ys 8 Lacrimosa of Dana. This is a fantastic action RPG as you follow Adolf as he and his crewmates are shipwrecked on a mysterious island. You have to find all the stranded passengers and plot your escape, all the while unraveling the lore the island has to offer. Great combat, premise, and astounding music is the order of the day. Honestly, the music is just mwah, beautiful. It's a pretty pricey physical release in the US, so how about a digital discount? It's 60% off worldwide, down to £19.99 and £23.99 in euros and US dollars. That is a fantastic price. Honestly, you cannot say no to that if you're a fan of RPGs. When I reviewed it, I wasn't best pleased with the port itself, but apparently many of the issues I had have been fixed since, it was still a great game regardless.
Lovely picks there, thanks guys. Next up, Monster Boy and the Cursed Kingdom. This is a really special title. It's the spiritual successor of the Wonder Boy series, and I can't wait for the next one of that coming out next year. This Metroidvania platformer is one of the best there is, with excellent controls and wonderful gameplay supported by beautiful graphics and really one of the best soundtracks that we've heard on the Nintendo Switch. This is not one to be missed. Everyone can enjoy this, regardless of their age or skill level. You can enjoy this with your family, on your own, whichever way you want to play it really. And with a nice 63% off, you can't go wrong. When you first see this one, you might be forgiven for thinking that The Gardens Between is a visual novel where you're just along to watch the story unfold, but whilst the gameplay appears simple, there is surprising depth here. The premise is that you solve a series of puzzles, bending time to find the right solution for the protagonist's friend and Ariana. What's more is that each little island in which a puzzle takes place looks gorgeous, and this unique adventure is really one that's worth experiencing. It's a nice Sunday afternoon game, and it now has a very healthy 75% off. Iconoclasts is an action platformer with loads of puzzles and a surprisingly interesting story. It's made by just one person. It's one of those titles that is better than the sum of all of its individual parts. The visuals are decent, the audio is decent, and the gameplay is appealing, but somehow together it becomes a little bit magical. It's a really fun experience, and I'd urge you to give this one a try if you've not given it a go yet. Now, Nintendo games rarely go on sale, and when they do, it's never huge, but at $33.29, Luigi's Mansion is a bit of a steal. This is a gorgeous looking game, packed with good humour, and most importantly, of course, superb gameplay. Each new level you reach has treats galore, and the bosses are really excellent. The only negative is that you'll wish this game carried on that little bit longer. If, like me, you have fond memories of Theme Hospital, then you're going to like 2 Point Hospital. It's that simple. The wacky diseases and implausible cures are hilarious, and the gameplay is no slouch. 50% off brings this to a much better price point, and it gives you that nice nostalgic hit. It's a good game on the go, and also on the TV as well, to be fair. Give this one a look.
Toilet time can be any time.
Gris is a wonderful experience from the great publisher Devolver Digital. Everything they touches seems to turn to gold. The protagonist, Gris, is a young girl dealing with a painful experience in her life. The beauty of the game is how her sorrow manifests through the girl's dress, which then grants her new abilities. It's a fantastic story where no words need to be used, as this game has the ability to transcend its message through its wonderful visuals and musical skill. It's a really nice tale. I'm a big fan of the Disgaea series that produces bonkers, deeply strategic turn-based games with RPG elements, and Disgaea 1 is where it all began over 15 years ago. The game has been remastered in HD and crams in the various content added in the various ports over the years. This game is a menu lover's dream, full of systems upon systems. Its cast is quirky, and it feels like reading a manga or watching an anime during the story elements. It's not for everyone, but fans of this type of game will love it. And actually, it's still complex, but it's not quite as evolved and quite as mad as some of the later on games. So give this one a try if you're keen on the series, but a bit scared about it. Wizard of Legend is a procedurally generated dungeon crawler where you play as a wizard, complete with over 100 different spells that shift your playstyle from direct combat to leaning on familiars and everything in between. Stylistically, the game has a vibe similar to Enter the Gungeon, though with a bit more meat on the story. There is co-op on offer, as well as lots of reasons to keep revisiting this world. It's polished really nicely, and this one is a solid choice for fans of this type of game. Sparklite is an action-adventure game that takes place in the creative world of Geodia. I really enjoy the amazing pixel art and a wonderful soundtrack by Dale North in this game. The game contains 5 unique and procedurally generated biomes to explore. It is loads of fun, and with the update back in Feb to version 1.5, the experience became even better, as it provided loads of new content to help you stay busy in this world. If you don't own the game, now is the time to dive in, and if you do already own it on other platforms with a healthy 60% off, which is the biggest discount on this one to date, you might want to re-dip.
For himself, and the evil mining corporation will stop at nothing to get it for him.
Crash Team Racing is a fun kart game that offers a different experience to the much-loved Mario Kart series, and, in fairness, is a pretty darn good game in its own right. The Switch version features lovely graphics and solid controls. Now, at £35, it's a bit steep in my opinion, but with a chunky 50% off, it's certainly a good game to play with friends and family especially. AER Memories of Old is one of those relaxed games with a little bit of combat, a few puzzles, and then lots of exploration that is greater than the individual parts. Again, striking colours and lo-fi polygon graphics impress, and the main way of exploring by transforming into a bird is simply fun. It's a short game that's probably not worth it at full price, but it's a lovely adventure at less than £2. What a great bargain. The Castlevania Anniversary Collection combines the old-school classic titles from the 8-bit and 16-bit eras. There are 8 titles to be enjoyed, including the spin-off Kid Dracula that never made it to the West. Out of the 8 titles you get to play, some have aged superbly and are still a blast to play, whilst others are less enjoyable. Overall, though, this is a wonderful collection, and with 50% off, it's a trip down memory lane into one of the most influential game series ever produced. And that's it for this week, folks. What takes your fancy? Do let us know below. Thanks very much for stopping by. We'll be back tomorrow with a roundup of the physical releases, and there'll be more later on in the week for sure. Until then, take care, and we'll see you on the next one. Now, if you wanted to catch up with us that little bit more, then there's a link to our Discord chat in the description below. Take care. See you soon.